Call Haloyumla Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rikakwadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and the elders that prophesied and rule well for the hope of 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to is Israel, starting at the house of great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. What you're looking at is a picture of the globe getting hit by them IBMs, and then there's a chariot on site, and pretty much those people are joined hand in hand, and they got to be punished. And we'll grab these scriptures. I want to name this "One World United in Fire," because that's, if you're the ops of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that's the ultimate punishment. Okay, that's the end game. And that's why we seek to be the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah that's going to get his mercy, okay, receive his mercy. So I started off here, and this is a powerful precept. Just look at it. Luke 17:32. Remember Lot's wife, okay? Remember Lot's wife. So in order to remember Lot's wife, what do we got to do? We got to go back and remember it. So let's get it. This is Genesis 19, starting at verse 5. And up to this point, the two angels have come into Sodom and Gomorrah, and Lot has pretty much offered them a place to stay, okay? And the pit and the countryman, young and old, have compressed around Lot's house, okay? And this is verse 5. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into the house this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him and said, I pray ye, brethren, do not such wickedly. So when we go back up to him, them wanting to know them, they want to lie with them, okay? All right? Which is an abomination. We know that. For man shall not lay with man as with a woman. And this was young and old. Skip down here to 12. And these men said unto Lot, has there, and these are the angels speaking, has there here any besides son-in-law, thy sons and thy daughters? And whosoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxed great before the face of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have sent us to destroy it. The prophets, okay? The angels of destruction, all right? This is 14. And Lot went out and spoke unto his son-in-laws, which married his daughters, and said up, get you out this place, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his son-in-laws. So that the precept of Luke 17:32 said, remember Lot's wife. And we're going to keep reading on what happened to Lot's wife. But what happened to Lot's son-in-laws? They didn't make the trip for lack of comprehension or lack of being obedience to instruction. Okay, he gave them instructions and they disobeyed. So they wasn't part of Lot's escape. Okay, bear with me. Moving down here to 24. Then Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai out of heaven. Now, you know that had to be chariot fire. Come on now. And that's the same thing we're gonna see on a massive on a massive schedule, on the worldwide schedule. See, that was one location. That was an example. Now comes the reason why I had that picture at the beginning of the video. You know, that's the consequences of being against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitations of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Okay? Now, that's why we started off this with Luke 17 and 32. Remember Lot's wife. 3 words that are powerful. Okay? What happened to her? She disobeyed. Now, it makes me almost want to scratch my head really heavy because she turned into a pillar of salt for looking back. But when we read up, didn't you realize with the wickedness that just happened? They was entertaining guests in the house, and the damn near proportion of the city came to come and fornicate with these men. She witnessed that. Okay? It had to be way more examples than that for the Lord to be ready to shut this place down, obviously. Okay? But for you to see that and then still say, okay, I know that it is the Lord's will for this place to be destroyed, but I miss it. Well, that's what happened to her. Going on, and Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah and towards all the land of the plain, and behold, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. Now, we want to be Abraham in that day, okay? Set aside in that chariot where he said, come up here and be hidden, looking down at the destruction of Babylon, okay? Which I always say, Babylon is more than the United States. The capital is the United States. Babylon is this world in this current way that it is right now, upside down condition, okay? Right, we're going to switch it up now, but I hope that was the point was made there. Now, more ops for y'all. Here's number 16, starting at 1. Now, Korah, the son of Izar, I hope I pronounced that right, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Danath, and Abram, the son of Elib, and On, the son of Pelah, the sons of Reuben, took man. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. Okay, so governors, I would say people in high places of stature. Okay, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy. And one of them, Salakia, every one of them, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is amongst them. Wherefore, then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, so these men are talking really slick to Aaron and Moses, basically saying we on the same level as you with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Now, they wasn't invited in the wilderness for 40 days to be alone with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to bring those tablets down. Okay, they was part of the congregation asking Aaron to make a calf. Okay, let's be honest here. Now, Salakia. Where we at? take too much on yourself. Okay. I'm gonna go up to Salakia. Where was we at? All right. And we're going to pick up here at 20, Salakia. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among the congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. Okay? Now, all that slick talking, and look at how Yahweh Bashim Yahushua feels about the situation. Okay? Here's 24. Or 23. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacles of Kohath, Danith, and Abrim. And Moses rose up and went unto Danith and Abrim, and the elders of Yasharallah followed him. And he spoke unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. Now this is 28. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own mind. Okay? Because the Lord said he would do nothing but through the mouths of the prophets. Okay? If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has not sent me. But if Yahweh Bashim Yahushua make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all the apparent with all that obtaineth unto them, that belongeth with them, and they that go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all their men that pertaineth unto Kohath, to Salakia, Kor, and all his goods. I'm going to read that again. Salakia, this is 32. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all that pertaineth unto Kohath, and all their goods. Okay? So the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not playing around. He's got his appointed man that he's established, like it or hate it. If you're going to button up against them, then you're butting up against the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and you can't win. Okay? Back to that picture that I started off this video. That's going to be the end game. That and those chariots, those IBMs and those chariots, and many horrible fates in between there. People right now getting crushed by buildings, avalanches, you name it. Storms, floods, drowning, animals attacking more commonly. So the Lord has a bag of judgment waiting for Yasharallah and these other nations, okay? But I always keep it starting off with our nation, because that's the most important, our nation. Okay? Moving on. And thank you for bearing with me. This is Maccabees 1, starting at 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Come on, I can get this one though.
And there
Salakia.
came out of them a wicked root Antiochus surnamed Epiphanes, son of
Okay. Sorry I had to cheat on that. And there came out of them a certain wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Imphius, son of Antiochus, the king, who had been hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 130th and 7th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Now, those days, Salakia, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who pursued many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So I can always just say this to sum this up. These people hate the law, statutes, and commandments. They want to do and be like the nations that don't have a father, that don't have correction, okay? Do as thy wilt, spirit, okay? So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward, wherein, and forward means pre-verse, okay? I'll pull it back up on the blue letter. Pre-verse thoughts, twisted, that they went to the king who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. So, we're not supposed to bear flesh, and that goes straight into the gymnasium, and we know what the gymnasium looks like today. Another horror connection, okay? Not everybody going there has got that in their heart, but that's what you're going to encounter, all right? Now I'm going to skip down. Where we at? Keep these notes flowing for me, man. We're going to skip down here because judgment comes quick, man. Okay, this is 29. Maccabees 1, First Maccabees 1 and 29. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the city of Judah, who came into Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spoke peaceful words unto them. Sound familiar? But all was deceit, for when they had given him credence, okay, they gave him salute, respect, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much the people of Israel. Now, who controlled that? Who makes alive? Who kills? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That was judgment, man. You want to be like these people? I'm going to treat you. Now, we're going to go down here. 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people united in what? It can't be Yahweh Bashim Yahushua because he made us holy, separate. One people wicked. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Okay? Doesn't that sound like the world we live in today? So-called Jews is about to outlaw or outlawing the JC from being taught. Okay? Then you got Gonda being criticized for saying we ain't with that ABC lifestyle. They catching the criticism. Why Israel's, I'm not saying being praised, but they're in your face doing away with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? So, yeah, that's the ways of the king right there. Heathenistic, pagan. All right, moving over. We're going to Proverbs 11. And 20. They that are of a forward heart. Now, I told you, I'm fascinated because I didn't know what forward meant like a week ago, but I looked it up. Oh, okay. I got it on airplane mode, but it does mean profane, perversion. Okay. So let me start that over. Proverbs 11 and 20. They that are of a forward heart, your mind, are abomination to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. Upright in his way, meaning clinging on to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, having faith in him, trying your hardest to do these laws, statutes, and commandments. Even though we're going to fall, we get back up. And we definitely not mocking his will or trying to make this story bend and curve to our own desire, okay? Though hand join hand in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. And you know, we're going to keep going. But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Hawashai, okay? Hawashai, deliverance, saved, okay? We have to be closing this out, but I just want to back up that point. Now, the wicked will be punished. Says by what measurement? Here we go. Isaiah 54, starting at 16. Behold, I have created the smith that blow up the coal in the fire. The smith works with that iron, that metal, weaponries, okay? Mainly known for weaponries. And that bringeth forth, Salakia, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. So, and that bringeth forth a instrument for his work. And then he tells you what the work is. And I have created the waster to destroy. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. Okay? So when these brothers be going off, whether they mispronouncing his name or trying to get mouthy with the apostles because they can't handle order, or they want to have a doctrine that is contradicted to the actual doctrine that's supposed to be taught, then yeah, they're condemning themselves. Okay? This is the heritage of the servant of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? And their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Now I'm going to get one more verse and close this off. This is Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. Okay? No bad checks being passed around. No promises not being kept. But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I send it. Okay? So hopefully you get the gist of that picture, because that's, once again, that's the end game. In the game, that'll be obedience. And he promised those who of our nation, Yasharala, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, and you speckled birds that are scattered that look like other nations, but your father's seed comes back to our nation. If you're selected in that hopeful 144, 1/3, then he'll protect you, and that's his word too. With that, I pray that this was edifying. Shalom.